Hey, what's up, everybody? If you're in the the chat room or
What's
whatever,
up?
you're watching us live, thank you for tuning in. If you're just listening to the podcast, thanks for downloading. And if you didn't know this already, we go live. Usually, every time we record, we go live on Facebook. So you get to see the visual if you like that. If you just like the audio, I don't mind. I don't blame you. We're not that good looking, so I don't blame you. Joe wants me to keep talking to make sure it's loud enough. That was the direction I was given by the producer, Joe. To keep talking. Is it loud enough still? Usually you would say, don't you guys check levels before? You would say, maybe, sometimes. But today we didn't.
You're full screen.
I'm full screen right now because there's no other screen. That means I'm just on the screen. So you're just seeing all of me. And you're like, where's Joe? He's over there. You can't see him. He's over there doing stuff with the board. This is stuff that usually would have happened before we turned the cameras on. But it didn't today.
No.
So welcome to our show. And now we're back.
Listen,
there he is.
man, when you're doing a free podcast, when you're doing a free podcast, that's what you got to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
That's what you get.
Yeah, absolutely.
Normally I can see whether I'm in frame or not, but I can't. Can you look over there and see if I'm in frame?
Yeah, a little bit.
Sort of. Should I go this way or that way?
Do it just the way you were going.
This way?
Yeah, and back it up a little bit.
Back it up a little.
I'm just saying because your head looks like it's a little
Too much to the top?
Yeah, but right there's good.
Okay. Beautiful.
I have a lot of.
I've seen it right now on my phone, so
I have a lot going on up here.
Yeah,
that's all right.
I could tilt you down a little
That's
bit if
okay.
you want.
I like it.
Yeah, you like it.
Yeah, it's just further away.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've been in the same room together.
I know.
We've been Skyping forever.
Forever, ever?
Forever. And right when Mike got to my house, we dove right into the cookies that were on the counter.
Mm-hmm.
It was Nutter Butters.
Dipped in chocolate.
We were wondering why it took so long for that to happen at the Nutter Butter factory.
Yeah.
Or was somebody just holding back, and was everybody else that dumb? Got any ideas? Nope. We put butter, cookie.
Covered.
I don't know, man. My bank account's stacked. So I can't tell you.
Maybe somebody had that, and then they were like, you know what, guys? We think we're going to have to start cutting people. Before we go cutting.
Yeah, before we go. I had a premonition. It's a little outside the box. I know we don't normally like to throw out ideas, but don't call me crazy till you hear it, but dip it in chocolate.
Boom. I'll be looking at my new office.
And then the boss is sitting there like this, and then he gets an idea. Wait a minute, I have an idea.
Yeah.
Why don't we dip it in chocolate?
Yeah.
I've had so many bosses like that where you're like,
Yeah.
hey, what do you guys think we should do with this? Hey, we should do that.
Nah.
No, we shouldn't do that. You know what we should do? That.
Yeah.
I just said that. No, you didn't. Okay. That's why you're the boss.
That's what happens when you go on commercial auditions.
Uh-huh.
You'll go and you'll do something that's not in the script. You'll just do it. You don't get the part. Then you watch the commercial, and there it is. You're like, you motherfucker. You didn't come up with that. That was me, the guy you didn't hire.
Happens all the time. So when I tell friends of ours that they're like, oh, I got this great idea for this thing, and they tell you, and I go, hey, stop telling people.
Yeah.
But then it's always like, hey, I was working with so and so. I told him that idea. He thought it was great. I'm like, of course he did it. It's a great idea. And if you keep telling people that are in the business ahead of you,
Yeah.
it's no longer going to be your idea.
My son said that, and my son's, and I don't know why.
I don't know why I don't have my coffee next to me. This is ridiculous.
I don't know why I'm so loose-lipped sometimes with things. I don't know why. You know what I think? I think I do know why. Let me be honest. And I don't know about the people you're talking about, but me. I could say why I talk because I want to say it, but I'm never going to do it because I'm a fucking procrastinating piece of shit on the planet Earth, taking up space and oxygen and not getting anything done. So I talk it because it makes me feel good that I'm going to do it, but I don't do it.
Yeah, no.
That's why I do.
There's truth to that because I read that from a writer one time.
Oh, yeah?
I think it was a screenwriter, and I stopped doing it because he goes, when I talk about it, I feel like I did something. I feel like I worked. If I sit there and tell you about my project,
Right.
somewhere in my brain registers that I worked on it today. Because I told you about it. So in my brain, it registers that I worked on it.
Right.
So then I don't work on it.
Right.
Because I gave it all to you. I want it to start like this. I want it to be like this and like that. So you almost be like your brain thinks you worked.
Yeah.
And that's where the procrastination comes in. So I try to not talk about things till I at least have something on paper.
That's different. So, like, there's some scripts I didn't talk about until I wrote them.
Yeah.
That's different.
Right.
It's like, for instance, about 6 years ago, it was about 6 years ago, me and Rodney Laney were at the last place Ha was, just sitting, waiting for the show to start. And Rodney's like, so if it didn't, he goes, I got a question for you. I've been asking everybody. If money wasn't the thing, it wasn't about making money, it wasn't about how much it costs or surviving, what would be something you would want to do?
Yeah.
If it wasn't about money. And I said, I would love to have a poker show. Like a poker television show.
Oh, yeah.
With comics. And I would deal, this was my idea. I would deal the game. And it would be just comics talking almost like a talk show. I would be the host.
Yeah.
Also dealing and talking about topics. Playing real poker. Playing real.
Right.
And then, like, I would get, like, maybe like $100 gift card from, like, Amazon. And that would be what the person wins. There's 5 of us playing.
Yeah.
Whoever wins the tournament wins $100.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? While we're talking. So it makes you play for real for a little bit. And we're having conversations about topics, things going on in the current affairs. That was my plan. That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
But at the time when he asked me that, the reason why I said money wouldn't be the thing is because poker was like kind of on a down spiral because online poker and online gambling was illegal. So all the poker boom kind of went away. That's why you start seeing less poker on TV. Things just start to go away.
Yeah.
So I was like, so that would be my thing. And I said it to him. I was at the Borgata maybe 2 years later and talking to the guys who are the hosts and the commentator for the World Poker Tour. They happened to be doing the World Poker Tour when I was there. So in the cafeteria, I was just talking to them.
Right.
And the one host that hosts a lot of shows, I told him about it. Because I was wondering, like, poker's kind of like struggling. Would it even be worth something to dive into? Maybe it was like 8 months after the first conversation. And he was like, yeah, it's tough. Poker is tough. Like, it's not like it was.
Right.
So that was him. Then I met Brad Garrett. And Brad Garrett's a very big poker player. Mm-hmm. He does a lot of celebrity stuff on TV. So I told him the idea. This was 2.5 years ago. And he was like, yeah, poker's kind of like, not like it was.
Right.
I was like, yeah, that's what's holding me back, even though it's something I would love to do.
Yeah.
And I dropped it. Now, Bill Burr had his poker night, and now they do it on his network.
Yeah, on the YouTube, yeah.
Yeah, and they have poker guys playing, just like I said, comics, talking about topics, just fucking around.
Yeah. It's such a production, it's so tough production-wise to cover a poker game. With the amount of cameras and cut it, like you need a crew,
right?
You could have static cameras on everybody, like webcams, like this. But you need someone cutting to whoever's talking.
I wouldn't do. Yeah, I get
at least one person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean the table. I looked at a table. I did all this. Years ago. Looked at a table with the cameras. Mm-hmm. So that the whole cameras, because what I wanted to do, not only talk about topics when the game was at the end of the game, like if I bluffed you and stuff, sit at maybe like little quick interviews, like. Remember that hand you had aces and you're like, yeah. Like, well, I had 2, 3 and I bluffed you like I had a straight and you were like, fucking son. You know what I mean? Like, like that. And you go like, watch it. Like, there it is right there. Watch that hand unfold. And you just be like, you son of a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would be an additional part of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be a lot of production. I was just thinking maybe like some cameras from afar. You know what I mean? Just kind of getting the table, Mm-hmm. And I still may do it because I don't care that it's already being done.
No, I mean, it's done with different people. I mean, it's,
right. But that's the thing. And I'm like, there it is. There it is.
Yeah.
Poker, comics, everybody talking.
Yeah, you just do, don't do things. Like, like I put out the first episode of my new thing, the In Shit, I don't even know what to call it. It's not a podcast, like a vlog video. I don't know what it is. Show on my YouTube, and I didn't have it fully hashed out what I wanted it to be, but I just started making it. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I'm just going to make it, and it's going to evolve into what it's going to be, because I went and looked at some other people's video things, you look like their first episodes.
Right.
They're on episode 150.
Right.
But like it was so bare bones the first one, but it evolves and it's amazing now.
Right,
And you're like, because I can think myself to nothing, to just sitting there and be like, nah, I just want to. And then I've got nothing but good messages from people saying they liked it. It was quick. It was fun. It was, it's good. It's just whatever.
Right.
I got one critique that I have to look into. That I slap my leg too much when I talk.
What are you talking about? You or me? That's all I do is slap my leg.
I didn't even know I did it until I got that message.
It's a nervous tick, but
when
did you do it?
When I was when I had the shot set up in here, like the in studio shot, the opening. Apparently, when I was talking, I kept doing this a lot, like in between.
Nervous tick.
I didn't even know it's happening. But our podcast fan James Cass sent me a message saying, "I loved and shit. But if you keep slapping your leg, it's going to drive me crazy." I didn't even know, so I had to go back and watch today. And I'm like,
was it?
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't like fucking.
Right.
I didn't think it was that bad, but I do. I don't know why. I think it's just you talk with your hands, you hit things.
Yeah, I do all the time. You listen to any recording of my recordings, you will hear me on stage slapping shit, just slapping my leg, slapping a table, slapping a chair.
At least you're aware of it. I wasn't aware of it until yesterday.
Yeah, I've been aware of it, and I can't do nothing about it.
Yeah.
I'm aware of it.
See me on the next episode, my hands tied.
I'm aware of it, that it's a thing that happens, but when I'm doing it, I'm not aware that it's doing. But I'm aware that it happens.
Yeah, 'cause you're in the moment.
Yeah.
Well, yesterday I was sitting there with a lav mic on my shirt, and I'm just...
Right.
I'm the production team.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I hope this audio is good, and I hope I'm in focus. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
And but yeah, things like that, the poker thing, any idea, just do it.
But that's a perfect example of like something also me thinking about it too much and me worrying that it was past, like poker was past its prime, but it really isn't. And it was a different idea. Like they had like celebrity poker with comedians on there, but I was talking about like a talk show. It was like my vision was like a tough crowd type of thing.
Yeah.
Not that, tough crowd. Like
not like shitting on each other too much.
Not like that at all. Just like, did you guys see this thing that happened in Bosnia? Boom, boom, boom. Talk about it, but jokingly. Where you're just talking, just comics.
Yeah.
Shooting the shit. Yo, you see that thing about the fucking Catholic thing? Anything. You throw it out there. Everyone starts talking about stuff and laughing, messing around.
Yeah.
You can bust each other's balls, whatever. But that was the idea for it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That was the idea for it. And you're playing poker. You know what I'm saying? And we're playing a game of poker, and the winner wins a little something. So that was the whole idea.
Yeah, and it can still be done. There's like these new 360-degree cameras I've yet to use yet. I always maybe if you like put it in the center of the, like I don't know how you edit with those things, how they record, but the company that made that little, actually no, GoPro has one, a 360-degree camera.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I don't know how that would work, but that could be something.
Well, they have one at the poker tables. You see when they do the live World Poker Tour, there's one camera.
Yeah,
and that's getting everybody.
Yeah. So maybe it was one of those, plop that in the middle.
Right.
Hey, you know what, man? Yeah, other people doing a poker show, but that's not your poker show. These are your friends. These are different people you're having on. You're talking about different subjects.
Right.
Is poker dead? Maybe, but not for poker lovers.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, maybe it's not like, I was into poker for about 4 months when World Series of Poker was hot and new.
Yeah.
And then I went out of it because I don't play poker.
Right.
Poker people.
Right.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like that's
right.
Yeah, it may not be mass, but nowadays, especially
that's my thing. Like,
nowadays, you want your niche audience anyway. It's it's not.
I'm not trying to get the whole world.
Well, that's the good thing about the internet and things like
this. You don't have to.
You can find your niche audience.
Right.
Yeah. Back in the day, it was either you were nobody or Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
No, you know what I mean? It's like there's middle grounds.
No, you had to be. Yeah, you had to be a 25, a 25 on television. Or you didn't exist.
Let me tell you something.
Now you got 200 people watching, and it's good enough.
If you could tell me, Joe, the best your comedy career can go is any city you go to, there'll be 200 people that want to see you. I'd be like, I love it.
Right.
Just give me 200 people.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Just to tour around market. Every year.
Yeah. No,
fill a small little comedy club.
Right.
Like diehards, sprinkling a little new ones.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's a good career.
But no, that's you should. No, but no, I have friends that do. It's true. People, and I tell people don't steal ideas on purpose. People think it's the same thing with those people that like accidentally do people's jokes or that like watch too much comedy.
Right.
And like the ideas seep into your head.
Right.
And then it comes out, and then like sometimes you don't even know.
Right.
You know, so like
exactly.
Yeah, you could be telling. Like I'll tell you all my ideas.
Right.
You know what I mean? 'Cause I trust you. It's not
right.
like,
Right.
And we don't know anybody that can do anything with these ideas anyway. So it's like, who are you gonna tell?
Right.
You know, there's no place safer than me and Mike.
Yeah.
Right? We have no connections in the business.
It's 100%.
But you'll see people be like, "Oh, I opened for so and so, and I told them my idea." I'm like, "Yeah, he's got connection in the business.
Right.
Is he gonna steal it? No, but the idea could be in there,
right,
in his head, and a year from now, he's, hey, you know, what about if we did this like that?
Right, exactly.
Oh, and then you're like, yo, he stole my idea. It's like,
did he, or did he just? It was in there,
yeah,
as a thought, gone away, and then somebody brings up that topic again,
right?
And you're like, oh, you know what? That would be a cool idea, and you don't even know why you got it.
It's the reason why production companies don't take unsolicited scripts.
Right.
You can't get in there without your agent.
Right.
Without them requesting. It's not going to happen because they don't want to read it and then make it and then get sued.
Right.
Because you already have it copywritten
right.
and proof that you sent it to them.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I mean? So they're like, oh, fucking, that's a whole other mail room those go to.
Right.
It goes right into the shredder.
Yeah.
Because we're friends with all the genius writers.
Right.
We know where they are.
Exactly.
And you should go through their channels to get to us. Yeah. But now I'm happy with how my first episode of my show came out. It takes a lot longer the first time because you don't know how to put it together.
Right.
So it took but like it was pretty cool just taking that little camera out with me and Ritu for a night.
Right.
Plopping a few of our sound bites together.
Right.
And then basically what I said was, all right, that was 6 minutes. So I was like, I'm only going to talk on my other stuff for like 5. I'm not going to go over 15 minutes.
Right.
I'm going 12.
Okay.
So like when I first recorded that opening, I spoke about Game of Thrones and UFC.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But the UFC just made it go too long. So I was like, UFC's gone. I'm keeping it straight Game of Thrones.
Okay.
And, you know what I mean? It was like, it was just unnecessary fluff, which was nice.
Right.
I want to keep it tight.
Right.
I'm like, there's a UFC every month. I can always talk about UFC.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like I want to do stuff like that. Like I'm not going to break down the whole episode of Game of Thrones, but if there's something silly,
like
Jon Snow riding the dragon, that's more my style. I'm not going to be like trying to figure out.
I was watching. You were like, you know, put a mask on. I'm like, he's on a drag. You're able to, what is it? Expand your imagination. Suspend your imagination.
Yeah.
For the dragon, but you can't go with he can't be cold.
No, but they're wearing outside gear. They're wearing animal jackets.
Right.
Like the whole
animal jackets. That would. Animal jackets. Is that what they're called?
Fur coats.
They're wearing skins, animal skins.
Yeah, animal skins.
They have jackets.
But they're dressed for the elements everywhere but their face, which is fine if you're walking around. But I'm just saying, you had to be freezing up there. It just had to be cold.
Right.
And she's a queen. She's got her light ass, fucking fashionista.
Yeah, Dumb and Dumber got it right when they remember in the back of the fucking motorcycle riding up.
Yes.
And they both got there with their snots, dried up.
Yeah, and I think it would because Game of Thrones is serious, and it's like, but I think if you had like this, Jesus, like a little, they do have levity and jokey moments with other characters, but it just was weird to me, and it was just cold. It was too cold.
Like
too
I don't
cold
like
for riding dragons.
My thing is you were watching it. You said they were riding dragon. You even had a speed limit up there. What they must.
I guessed.
Oh, but hope so.
Yeah, I ballparked it. I figure.
So you believe that dragon was going 100 miles an hour?
200 miles an hour.
200. Wow, even more. 200 miles an hour. That dragon was flying, and people were on there not flying off. That didn't hit you.
Yeah, they good grip. No, but it wasn't going like 60 miles an hour.
How do you know?
Well, you can just see the velocity of the way the dragon takes off. There's no way.
Right.
I mean, 60, maybe, but probably felt like 200. Did you ever go 60 in a car and 60 on a motorcycle? You're like,
No,
are we going a
never.
million miles an hour?
I never been on a motorcycle.
Like when there's no walls around you, you're like,
Yeah.
this is very fast.
I'm
You ever rode on like a roof of a car as like a joke and stuff?
Joe, you said motorcycle.
I know, but I'm trying to get you outside of the car.
Yeah,
Have
but
you ever-
that's a different question.
Okay, have you ever ridden on the roof of a car at 60 miles an hour?
No, not 60.
No.
Have you?
Yes.
What are you fucking?
When I was a
stuntman?
I was a dumb teenager. We were hanging on the sunroof of a car going up Route 18.
Wow, that's dumb.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I never been on a roof of a car at that speed.
I mean, I don't know if it was that speed, but it felt that speed.
Got it.
I wasn't in the car to see the speedometer,
Right.
but I was like, we're either going 60, 200. I don't know. It could have been 10 miles an hour, but it felt super fast. And I'm like, I remember the moment he took off and I really gripped, I'm like, bad choices.
Yeah.
This is bad choice. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was on one motorcycle when I was like a young kid, like maybe like 5 years old or something like that. Somebody say something to you?
Jeff McKinley says, I'm now calling my work boots animal boots. Thanks, Joe.
Animal shoes.
They needed animal goggles. Oh my God, that's hilarious. They need animal goggles. So I'm saying her eyes weren't dry. It was just
Yeah, it was at that point. Somebody dropped the ball in continuity, is what you're saying?
non continuity. Just, you know what? It was just something I thought about.
Right, no, yeah,
Thank
yeah.
God it happened. I would have had nothing to talk about.
What?
Thank God it happened. It gave me something to talk about on episode 1.
Well, you could have just talked about how you enjoy it.
No, I could. Well, that's right. It was funny because when I did talk about the UFC 236, I only got home in time to watch the 2 main events, and the co-main was the greatest fight I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
And but I said on the podcast, I was like, I like the UFC. I said it's been about 2 years since I've been into it.
Right.
I said, so if you want good breakdowns of UFC, you got Brendan Schaub, Joe Rogan,
You got guys
all
to
those
do it.
guys, Chael
Yeah.
Sonnen, they'll give you that. But I'm just a fan. It's going to give you my take on
Right.
what I thought of the fight. And I did it like this very basic. And then last night I'm watching Rogan and Schaub, and their basic analysis was like just almost exact. Man, wasn't that the greatest fight ever?
Right.
Like Gaston was like socking him, almost knocking him out. Like it wasn't as technical as I thought it was going to be.
Right. Who fought? Who was it?
Israel Adesanya, and I don't know how to say his last name. Kelvin Gastelum. The fuck is?
I believe you.
But dude, you should go watch it.
5 rounds?
5 rounds. Insane. Just insane.
Really?
Just beating the shit out of each other. Like good fighting.
So like they said that was best because I mean there was a fight that I was way late to the party, but I saw it like on best fights ever. That was a 5-round. Just I can't remember who it was. I tweeted at the time. I'm like, oh my God, I know I'm 3 years late to this fight, but
Yeah.
it's probably the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
Watch this one.
Yeah.
This is probably like gonna bump that
updated-
one.
okay.
The updated version.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, because what's amazing about it is Israel Adesanya was the favorite. So I bet on Gastelum.
Okay.
I bet $15 because it's the only way to win money.
Yeah.
And Gastelum almost knocks him out in the first fucking round.
Right.
Like, because that guy's never been hit like that.
Right.
He's a much shorter guy, but like big power.
Yeah.
And you're like, holy shit, I'm gonna win this bet. This is great. And then second round, the other guy comes back.
Right.
Third round, just back and forth.
Who won overall decision?
Israel Adesanya won in the decision because in the 5th round, I mean, after what was it? I think Brendan Schaub said his face looks like he was allergic to nuts or something, or got bit by bees. Like it just was so puffy. Like he's never been punched like that.
Right.
But for a guy that almost got knocked out numerous times in the fight to come back and dominate the 5th round,
Oh, okay.
but it wasn't like total domination. But it was he was a step above.
Right.
But the heart that the other guy had to because he knew he was dying at the end.
Right.
Just started going for it. It was just a brawl, man.
Really?
Just like, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, like this is what you like watch for.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then the second fight was Max Holloway, Dustin Poirier. I had to bet Poirier because he was the underdog to try and win all my money back.
Right.
And I thought it was a bad bet, and he wound up fucking winning.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, so altogether, I came out $14 ahead. What's up, baby?
Wow.
Well, the odds sucked on everything. It was
I know they suck, but the way you made that last thing sound like I had to bet him to get all my money back made it sound like, oh, he's going to pull it in. He's going to pull it up. What would you come out with? $14.
Well, I bet.
Like, say you lost. What would you have lost?
$30.
Oh, fucking. Sorry, guys. This was not this wasn't riveting as we thought it would be.
Yeah, but I'm not a degenerate gambler.
No,
like
I know.
I put $15 on the fight to make it interesting.
Right.
So I'm going to bet $30 tonight, 15 on each fight.
So 15, what was it? 110 to 1 or something like that? What was it?
I don't fucking know. I forget what the app says.
Right.
You know, the app just tells you who will make you more money.
Which one? FanDuel?
DraftKings.
Okay.
And so yeah, I got $44 in my account now. It was 30. Now it's 44.
Nice.
Better than zero. Got $44 to start betting with that. I do pretty good with the UFC with betting. Now, I don't gamble because I suck in the casino. I just have no luck. Probably because I have no confidence that I know what I'm doing. I'm never I just don't have fun. But, you know, for whatever reason, UFC, I'm pretty good at making money.
Did you hear about the dude that the Tiger Woods bet?
No.
He bet $85,000 for Tiger to win. Tiger was everyone was not winning the Masters.
85,000?
Yep.
He must have more than that, I bet, in the bank.
He didn't.
Oh, really?
He was in debt. Like he was negative 25,000 in debt. Like negative 25,000. He was below his account. He got a casino to stake him 85,000.
Holy shit!
And he won $1.2 million off of Tiger.
It's not bad.
No, that guy's the story.
I bet the people that he was in debt to are happy too.
Yeah, absolutely.
But next week he's going to be back down.
Probably.
Oh, yeah.
No, because they told a story. Yeah, Michael K. Show told a story yesterday. The guy he's not a gambler.
Yeah.
He's not a gambler. He's only made a couple of wages. It's not even real bet wages. This was a weird thing. He made a prop bet in he made a bet that fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger was going to win the election in California years ago, and he won $30,000 off of that.
Holy shit!
He makes these weird bets,
I mean,
but
he
he's
do
not
presidential
a gambler.
bets and
I think
an election bet. I'm going to
think
totally
Vegas has
do
all that
that.
stuff. Yeah.
It's going to make election night so much more fun. If they have little side bets.
Yeah.
Per state,
Yeah. Is Virginia going to go red or blue this time?
Yeah.
Joey's going to bet $10.
Hey, I'm chipping away at my fortune, baby. That's why I'm a bad gambler, because I'm not a big gambler.
That's the truth. I'm bad gambler because because I struggle with gambling, that I just won't stone up and be like, fuck it. I got 500. I'm going to put it right here and win. I go a little bit here, a little bit there, and then I start to lose. I'm like, no, let's put a little bit here, hope I don't lose, and a little bit. That's how I'm supposed to play. You're not supposed to bet like that.
No.
You're supposed to come in and go, here's my money. Boom. Here's my money. Bam. I'm betting. And be put the balls out there, but I don't. I play around. I fuck around. I try to, nip and tuck here and there. It never works. So
No, because you're hoping, yeah. All my friends that do well with gambling, they risk big.
you got to. And I don't do
Because they know they're you're going to get one
Right.
or two
Yep.
shots, so
Right.
you got to go for it.
Right. Yeah, I don't. And that's my
Well, you
problem.
see, me. I mean, I remember one time we did that convention. We did that comedy show convention down near Atlantic City. We went to the Taj Mahal and I won $90 on a slot immediately. And
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah.
Get myself a fat steak. That's it. I'm not myself.
Yeah.
I'm a good gambler in that where I'm I feel if I win right away, I'm that's it.
Yeah.
That was my shot. It's good though.
Yeah.
But I like the DraftKings app with the UFC. It just makes hanging home watching a little better. Throw 10. What was it? The last Amanda Nunes fight. She was an underdog. I put $10 on her. I won like $55 on a $10 bet.
Nice.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was like, but because if you lose $10, you're like,
not a big deal.
Well, here's the way I look at it. I'm able to, to get UFC sometimes for free.
Mm-hmm.
Other people buy it, and then so if I was going to spend $60 on it, $70,
right.
I'm just going to gamble that $70
right
on the night and see if I can.
I did that with the Super Bowl. Like I bet all like the prop bets on the Super Bowl on the app because I was in Vegas at the time.
Yeah.
So I just put all these prop bets on the app, and I spent I think I got $150 on the Super Bowl, just betting all kind of prop bets and shit like that.
Yeah.
And if anyone would have come out, like I had a couple of like ones that would come out, I would have won $950 on one, $750, $850. So it was big, bigger money. I didn't win a prop bet.
Yeah.
Like I didn't have nothing, zero. All my props. One prop bet was an inch from winning like $800. Another prop bet was one touchdown away from winning like $750. But that's fun. It makes it fun. I'm not a big Super Bowl guy. I don't care who wins.
Yeah.
But all those little side bets are fun.
That DraftKings app though, I was playing around with it and they have all those side bets for the fights, like what round they can get knocked out in, decisions,
how many takedowns, all kinds of
all types of bets, and I'm like, I feel bad for compulsive gamblers with the existence of these apps.
I know, it's horrible.
Because, like, back when you had to drive to Atlantic City, I mean, even compulsive gamblers will drive to Atlantic City.
Yeah.
But it's like the whole phone aspect of gambling.
Right.
Where it's just, the casino at your house.
Yes.
Is crazy.
That's why I stopped online. And
it's
been a year and a half
That's
now.
like having, like, a cabinet of drugs in your house.
Oh,
it's
absolutely.
Like, well, I have heroin at home, but I'm just not gonna.
No, it's like if you were a crackhead and all it took was this. Oh, nice. That's all it took.
Yeah.
Let me go get some crack. Boom. Nice. It's
coming.
That was a good hit.
I think by the time we're like in our 90s,
right,
there'll be some sort of like microchip thing that's gonna hit your crack sensor in your brain with your phone. Just but it won't be free. It'll be like $4,000. You'd be like, there goes my mortgage payment.
Right.
Like you still won't get the free high. It's
right.
It's just automatically sent to your bank account.
Yeah.
All right, you can get high at the click, but 4Gs.
I have an online gamble except for when I was at the Super Bowl with the app at the place, and you got to put money. You got to go to the cage and put money on, and then you can sit and do whatever you want to on the app.
Yeah.
But I haven't online gambled, like any online gambling at all, since like a year and a half now.
That's good, man.
Like, I haven't really gone. I went to the casino, took my kids to the casino for my son's birthday.
Yeah.
He turned 21. So I took him to the casino, but it was like kind of anticlimactic. I took him to the Yonkers one, which is just machines, and you can go there when you're 18.
Right.
So it was like, oh, it's not really special.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like they played, he won like, I gave him both $50. I'm like, do your thing. My son was up to like 300 and then walked out with like 150. So he won like $100 on top of the 50 I gave him. My daughter had hers up to like 180, and she's got my blood zeroed out. I lost a couple of hundred, playing around. But what I did fall this little thing for about 4 days last week. Like the New Jersey Lottery's got the quick draw. Mm-hmm. It's like Keno, but it's quick draw, and it's every 4 minutes.
Yeah, that's the thing. You see like guys hanging out in the Krausers with like peanuts by a table.
Yeah, they have some places like a viewing place.
Yeah.
With a little, yes, exactly. I'm not hanging because there's an app on your phone.
Oh, even worse.
Yeah. Now I didn't do this, but you could load a card money up and just keep playing from your app. But I didn't do that. But what you can do is watch the drawing from your phone or the computer at home. Just watch the drawings. So I was, for like 4 days, I fell into like a little gambling relapse for like 4 days.
Oh, man.
And was like, spent like more than I need to spend, like two and change or something like that. You know what I mean? I mean, it doesn't sound like a lot to people. Like $250 isn't a lot. If you lose $250 and all you have is $280 to your name, it's a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So, so I was going to the gas station and I would fucking play $60. Go home and play. That's like 20 games. Just watch 20 games. The most I ever won was $30 combined. 30, go back to the 30, throw another 30 on top, get $60 more, go home. That's twice. Like I was doing that like 2 or 3 times a day. You know what I'm saying? And then I did it for like I said, 3 days, maybe 4 days. It was like 2 and change, $260. I was like, no. I felt like so, like, blah. And I was like, no. I even had like a winner, like a $12 winner. I just ripped up and threw it out.
Oh.
That's how bad. I was like, get the fuck out of here. I don't want nothing to do. I'm good. I was playing for like a couple of months. I've been playing like every day. I play 5 quick fives, cash fives for the night.
Yeah.
Because they always get up to like sometimes 75, 150,000. They're little, small amounts. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you $5. So give me $5. I would get a coffee, $5, and just throw it in my wallet.
Yeah.
And I was doing that for like 2 months. And then I don't even do that. I haven't even done that in a week. I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm good. What am I doing?
Yeah.
Not doing that again. I've done that. I've done this before. Not doing this again. If I go to a casino and I gamble, it's a different story. This I'm not doing again. I'm not doing the daily at my house fucking degenerate shit. Not happening. I feel it makes me miserable. I sat in front of my computer for hours watching this fucking roll. But get the fuck out of here. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it again. Been there, done that. I'm not doing it. It took 4 days. That's all it took for me to go, no, what am I doing? No. But I'm like a lightweight degenerate. Like I'm a gambler when I gamble, but I don't gamble on everything. I don't, you know what I mean? Like I'm not a sports guy. Damn, let me do this. Let me get some horse racing. I don't do that. I'm not action seeking. What are you betting on? Oh yeah, throw some money in it. I'm not. That's not
like
me.
a Craig Carton.
Yeah, like him.
His stories taking helicopters to the casino with bags of money.
Yeah. To play blackjack and stuff. But I do identify when he was like, he was at a party and would go in the bathroom and play 20 hands of blackjack on his phone.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah.
You know when I knew I was a bad gambler? I had a free poker game on my phone with fake money, and I was cheap. I'm like, nah, it's too rich for my blood. It's like fake chips, like all in. I'm like, nah, I can't.
Yeah.
You got me. And you're a shitty gambler. You can't even be risky with fake money. I'm like, I'm out. Do that. I drop my phone and do the whole thing that the dealer does when he clears the table. Yeah. I'm out.
With fake cash.
With fake money. Yeah. I'm like, they're like, you're bluffing. I'm like, you're right.
You're right. You got me.
You got me, fake robot lady. Not even playing with real people. Yeah. Playing with some algorithm.
But you never played online gambling, like at all, for real?
I honestly just
the DraftKings.
DraftKings. So in the past 5 months,
right,
I've done it.
Right. I put it on. I got the app, the FanDuel app, just to see baseball, how they break down the scores and stuff. This was like 2 weeks ago, doing this whole thing. I was like, let me see that stuff. Let me see what I would. And I was just like I said, at the end of those 3 or 4 days of just doing the lottery, I was like, no, I don't want to. I don't care.
Yeah, I chip away $10, $10 bets.
Right.
But it was like one night I won like $150, and then I went and bought this new microphone that I wanted. I'm like, this is great.
Right. Yeah, it's not the way it always works.
No, it's not. No, it doesn't. But I don't do it enough.
Yeah, right.
Like I do it so rarely that it always works.
Right.
Because the good thing about betting on UFC is this was a weird week. I normally wouldn't have bet because the odds suck so bad. But I just was like, fuck it. I had some extra money. I made like really good money Saturday night.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck it, $30. Yeah, but typically it's like, I'll just go with this crazy underdog because you never know, it can knock him out.
Right.
And it's happened.
Yeah.
Just like I bet $10 on this guy and I can win $75.
Right.
And then the guy's like, whack, and you're like, whoa,
yeah.
right. Or the guy got disqualified. I was like,
really?
Well, yeah, because the guy I picked was losing. I'm like, great.
Right.
And then the other guy kneed him in the face while he was like trying to get up. Got disqualified. Big money, baby, because my guy was a huge underdog.
Really?
I was like, do I win on that? Like disqualification, you don't know if it's like
yeah, right.
Like
yeah.
draw or however the betting works out. But I was like, nice.
Did you watch the Masters? Speaking of,
I didn't know it was happening.
Listen, I'm not a huge.
I used to watch that shit.
Yeah.
And I think since Tiger's not been Tiger Woods,
You forgot about
I
it.
stopped watching golf. I used to only watch for Tiger.
Right.
And I wasn't hearing any buzz
about
him maybe winning, which
Right.
may have put me in it. I only heard it. It came out on my phone.
Okay.
Tiger Woods wins the Masters. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
an old news thing. It just like seeps
just
through.
sink.
Is this like a
finally
throwback
sink up.
Thursday?
Yeah, I watched a couple of things he's been in for the past couple of years, like when he's playing, just to see how he's doing. Yeah, I too got turned on to golf, watching golf because of Tiger. But I did watch it once in a while. It's like a nice like Sunday, like the final of any tournament. I used to like watching him smoke a cigar, drink coffee, and watch the golf. It was nice. It's always nice. It's a very relaxing sport to watch. It's enjoyable.
Yeah.
But this weekend with Tiger, I watched from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and holy shit, man! You're on the edge of your seat, man. Like because towards the last like 4 holes, it's like, oh my god, is he gonna fucking win this thing? It's
Yeah.
like the only thing that can happen is he can shank it. Like every time he's driving, you're like, please don't shank it. Please don't. You're like, now every shot counts because the only person who can lose it is him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're not like worrying about like some guy coming ahead of him. He can just drop behind.
Right.
It's like, please don't shank it. Please don't shank it. Please. And you're like, yes! It was so fucking exciting, man. It was so exciting.
I remember watching some golf matches where it was like that. But
Yeah.
I wish I knew it was happening.
Oh, it was so exciting. And they had to eat the Caster, and Don had to eat kind of crow because I always want to call in. Michael Kay, for some reason, hates Tiger Woods. Not for some reason. I know why.
Why?
He hates. I could say this. I believe. I believe Michael Caine never really liked Tiger Woods. Is what I feel.
Uh-huh.
And then when Tiger, with all his, his indiscretions and his screwing over his wife, and you hear like he was arrogant. You know what I'm saying? And kind of snotty.
Right.
Michael Kay automatically rooted against him, hated him. So then Tiger goes away for the last 10 years, really hasn't been doing anything. And then had his back problems and got back fusion and tried to get back and had back problems again. And then finally got this back fusion surgery. And it took him almost 2 years to be able to work it, to get it to work. He was never injured and hurt. He was just slow to get back into the groove.
Yeah.
And he would come and he won like a regular tournament. You know what I mean? No majors.
Yeah.
And then, but Michael would always be like, oh, Tiger's here. Oh, big deal. He's like, you have one guy, I just can't understand how people root for one guy in a sport. It's like one guy. It's like, well, because golf is a individual sport. It's not a team sport.
Right.
You have to root for the individuals. And there's no doubt Tiger changed golf. You can't point to a baseball player, one baseball player other than Jackie Robinson, right, that changed the entire sport.
Right.
Nobody. The only thing even close, I think, in baseball would be the home run race back in the 90s.
Yeah,
And
but that's...
And that just brought attention to the sport that
Yeah.
had been dying off because of because of the what do you call it? The strike and all that, and like we were hurting. Baseball was kind of hurting for viewers, and the home run race brought eyes back to the game.
Right, but Tiger's international fame, like you could go like in the desert somewhere in Africa and be like Tiger Woods, be like,
yeah,
they'll be like,
yeah, exactly,
yeah, Tiger shot,
yeah. He brought a sport that it did have popularity. There was guys who were great at it. I mean, Arnold Palmer, freaking, you know what I mean? These guys, Ben Hogan, these are great.
It's a good drink, the Arnold Palmer.
Yeah, these are great golfers, man. These are great golfers. So there's no doubt that they were superstars in their time. But Tiger brought eyes to a game that half the nation was never watching.
Yeah.
And he brought eyes. There's no bad. Michael Jordan didn't do that for basketball. He's an amazing basketball player. He didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't bring eyes to basketball that were never there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Tiger did that. So and they can't see that. They hate it. They're like, one guy makes your sport. And he would say like for the last 2 years, like or a year and a half, people will be like, really excited the Tigers playing this weekend. He's like, of course they're excited because without Tiger they don't make any money. It's because of Tiger. And it's like, so yeah, maybe, but why does it matter? And he won, and then they had to go on Monday, and Peter was like gloating and like smiling like ear to ear, and they were like, he's back. You can't deny it.
I used to have Tiger Woods jokes, man. I haven't done them in so many years. I don't even remember what they were.
Tiger Woods jokes.
I did back when he was
cheating on his wife.
Yeah, that whole thing.
Denny's thing, right? Was it Denny's?
He had a bunch of
different. He was banging abroad from where?
No,
but he had one
like a Waffle House waitress or something.
That was the one. That was like the standout one.
Yeah, I forgot. That's crazy. When you like do a joke for so long and then just because it's a news story and it dumps off. I don't even know what I was even trying to say.
Right.
Patrice had a joke about him, like out of respect for his wife, he stopped being a good golfer.
What?
Out of respect for his wife, he stopped being a good golfer after he got caught cheating. But
he's been out of the limelight for a while. I mean, out of
if you're not winning, you know.
Well,
you're done.
That's what they were saying. Like, he put himself in that. Yeah, and he did. He did crash his career, but then injuries, hurt him and plagued him. And then he went through all of that. And, like, here's the problem we call fraudulent on Michael. Because, like, look at Alex Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Alex Rodriguez disrespected the game.
Yeah.
Tiger wasn't disrespect his game.
No.
His wife. You know what I'm saying? His family. Alex Rodriguez lied and disrespected and was a fucking arrogant dickhead at times. Right? And now he's come around.
Yeah, well, Tiger's now back.
Yeah, but I'm saying is, with Alex, it was like, this is what they called Michael, and they're like, you let him go from piece of shit to, he's totally redeemed himself.
Yeah.
Why can't Tiger do that?
Exactly.
Like Tiger, people like around him say, yeah, he at one time, I think you go from, think about how Tiger was a megastar.
Yeah.
With billions of dollars drawn at him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna fucking put you up there on this. Like, yeah, man, you're in a sport where 80% of the viewers are white people who don't even want you doing it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who hate you that you're even that good. Remember at first? I mean, I'm sure now it's not as much as it was then. White people, old white people. He's playing at the Masters at Augusta. You're not even allowed to be here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody wanted him around. He's got to play through that.
I think they still don't let women there.
What, play?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. It's gross. No.
Not for me. I'm woke.
You're woke. But you got to think all that he fought through to become the man he is. Of course, it's going to put a huge chip on your shoulder, right?
Oh yeah.
So
no doubt.
So that's one of the
I don't even know why people. I don't like. Everyone judges people so much. It's like, oh yeah, nobody can make mistakes. It's like, why just because you're great at a sport and you're a bazillionaire, do you have to be a perfect human being?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, as if you even understand his life on any level.
That's my point.
As if you understand you don't even as if you understood his marriage.
Right.
As if you understood anything in the guy's life.
Right.
Like they make like everything's black and white.
Yep.
You're a man. You act like this. It's like.
Right.
But you don't know.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's why I try not to... I don't judge anybody unless you do, like, really horrific things.
Well, that's what they were talking about. Like, but Don was like... He's like, I can separate the individual from the sport. He's like, because if I didn't... He goes, when the Giants won in 86, they had Lawrence Taylor, who was like a criminal. Like, were we ever mentioning that? Like,
right.
we can't root for the Giants because Taylor's a dirtbag. No!
Right.
You're still rooting for the Giants.
Yeah.
You know, and when you won, you celebrated the Giants. He's like, Darryl Strawberry. Think about those guys. Doc Gooden. You still celebrated them. They walk on the field. You're like, yeah, Darryl. He was a mess. You know what I'm saying? Like these, because that sport's close to your heart. Golf, I truly believe Michael never liked Tiger Woods. I think Michael never liked Tiger Woods because he didn't like his arrogance and his attitude.
Yeah.
And then his attitude, he became this shitbag that cheated on his wife and became that guy.
Yeah.
That gave him a reason to not like him. Like, look at what he did. That's why I don't like him. Like, no, I don't think you liked him just because you didn't like his arrogance.
Yeah.
You know? That's what my personal feeling. I always wanted to call in and say, I think you never liked Tiger.
Sometimes you just don't like people just by the way they look, too. Like,
yeah.
Like there's that football coach, Pete Carroll. He's coached the Seahawks.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a nice guy. I don't like his face. Like, whatever, like the way he operates. I've never seen him anywhere but on TV. I'm like, I just know I don't like that guy. I don't like him.
That's how I felt about the Giants. What's his name? Two coaches ago.
Coughlin? No.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
I just like his peaked face of like, he's like that. He's just always like, hey, get off my lawn. His face always looks like that old miserable fuck.
Yeah.
I don't like
Two-time
his face.
Super Bowl coach.
Huh?
Two Super Bowls. Give me that face all day.
Yeah, of course. You're a Giant fan.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not a Giant fan.
Yeah.
But I just didn't like his face.
Yeah.
You have nothing to do with the Seattle Seahawks, Pete Carroll. You have nothing to do with him. You just don't like his face.
Yeah, I don't like him. I don't like his whole demeanor on the sidelines. You're
Really?
like, what are you, a dick? Like,
And you don't even know what he's saying.
I don't even know what he's saying. I can just tell. Like, whatever he's saying, he's being a dick. He looks like a dick.
And he's probably not.
Yeah. No, he's probably a dick. Because when USC got caught with all the starting to get all the sanctions, that's when he took off as the head coach. Like,
Right.
I'm out of here. You're a dick. You're doing dickish things.
Probably.
I don't know.
Who knows?
Breaking down sports here on the All Our Heads podcast.
We probably lost any broads we had.
Oh yeah, anything. Yes. Once we started calling them animal jackets.
We're out.
These fucking idiots. I'm out of here. We're doing gigs together this weekend, right?
We are at McGuire's.
McGuire's, Long Island.
So one show Friday, two shows Saturday.
What time do we have to leave on Saturday?
Saturday's probably not the biggest problem. Friday.
All right, because I want to take Cody to a Corgi Beach thing in Asbury Park at 10 a.m. if I...
Saturday?
Saturday.
I would leave. We have to leave. I think the first show is 7.
Okay.
7 or 7:30. I don't think it's 8. It's 7 or 7:30. And then I think it's 7:30 because it's like 7:30 to 8 to 9. Then the second show is 10. Like it's, I don't know. I don't know what it is. But Saturday,
whatever time you let me know what time you want to leave your house.
I would say we leave. I want to be rocking on the road by 5 the latest on Saturday.
Okay.
On Friday, what can you get? What kind? I know you're going back to work.
No, I could be out. Whatever time you need me.
All right. Because Friday,
it's Good Friday. Nothing's happening.
Okay, so we might. I mean, I would say be on the road by 4:30.
Okay.
Because it could be 3 hours of just nothingness. You're like,
oh God.
Might not be. Sometimes I'll get in. I'll leave at 4:30 and get in by 6. And I still got an hour and a half to kill, but I'd rather be there.
Oh yeah,
an hour and a half earlier.
Hell yeah.
You know.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. No, I'll bring the camera. We'll try and get some footage for another episode of my show.
Okay, cool.
Try and see what we can do. That's why I figure if I can get down to that Corgi thing, I can get some footage to.
Right.
You know, gotta show the code face on the new show. Gotta have a whole Corgi section, I think.
Yeah.
Interviews with a Corgi.
That's good.
Who knows? See what happens.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to go to the bathroom, so we're gonna wrap this up. We've been doing it for like an hour, I think.
I don't know. You know the times. I don't know.
Yeah, 55 minutes.
Okay.
So, yes, people go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Joe Fernandes. Subscribe to that. Check out my new show. You can also, watch this podcast there and all the clips I have. Go to MikeGaffneyLive.com to see where Mike's performing. JoeFernandes.net to see where I'm performing. Thanks for listening, everybody. Thanks for watching. You've been listening to All in Our Heads. Now I got to go over there and shut it off.
He's gone.